Hello, my name is Elizabeth Drews, and right now I would like to talk to you about the student loan crisis that is becoming a big issue for students now, students in the future, and for our country financially. The student loan crisis is a big problem in America that leaves college students and graduates with large amounts of debt that is affecting them negatively after graduation. In order to avoid these negative effects, one should be informed of the alternative options available for college funding. I would like to talk to you about what the student loan crisis is, how it is affecting these people negatively, these college students and college graduates, and then I would like to talk about ways to avoid these large amounts of debts or high interest student loans. So first of all, I would like to talk about how more individuals are seeking higher education to succeed in an increasingly competitive job market. College education, higher education, and certificates are necessary to have on their resume to compete for these jobs. As a result, debt is accumulated from student loans from attending higher education or getting these certificates or degrees. Most Americans rely on financial assistance like private loans, federal loans to pay for their college education. A college degree or any form of higher education is necessary for these job positions in the workforce. So, as I mentioned, from these higher education positions, students are forced to get student loans to pay for this higher education. And to pay for this higher education, their loans or private loans or federal loans have these higher interest rates that add to their increasingly high debt. The amount of debt accumulated from college education is overwhelming and more difficult to repay, resulting in poor credit and poor living conditions. These are the negative effects of accumulating high interest loans or accumulating large amounts of debt. Most student loans have high interest rates and take many years to pay off. This has an impact on a person's credit score, their living conditions, and future job placement. It also can have effect on the nation as a whole, with all these students getting high interest loans and accumulating large amounts of debt. It has an impact on the national debt. So here's a couple of visual aids I have representing how the student loan crisis is becoming more of an issue. This first line graph shows student loans have become more outstanding than auto loans and credit card loans as of 2015. So you have the three lines representing auto loans, credit card loans, and the blue line representing student loan debt. So as you can see in this graph, that the line representing the student loans is growing higher and becoming higher than other student loans as of 2015. In this other bar graph, it represents the debt that is continually becoming a problem for people older and older, that is taking longer and longer to pay off. So individuals ages 60 years and older have double the amount of student loan debt in 2017 than in 2007. So as you can see again, the student loan is represented in the blue bar graph, and it's showing that people in their 60s are still having to pay off student loans. This is a works cited where I got this information from NBCnews.com. So after hearing all the information about what student loans are, how people get student loans, how it's affecting them negatively, I feel like that there's options available that people could utilize when seeking higher education to avoid this. Individuals can utilize options for financial assistance and college education paths. There can be different options for individuals seeking higher education to utilize in order to decrease the amount of debt or to avoid some of these large amounts of high interest rate loans. Some of these may include a part-time school schedule versus a full-time school schedule. This will decrease the amount of money they have to pay per semester to attend some of these classes. Other options could be applying for scholarships and grants for that university that some of these universities may offer, or even some states offer some scholarships and grants that they might qualify for. Another option is that individuals could attend a junior college or a community college in their state to complete the first 2 years of college, avoid out-of-state tuition, or maybe a cheaper priced courses before attending a four-year university to complete their bachelor's degree. So, in conclusion, I feel like it is important. I believe that it is important to understand this growing problem in our country, the student loan crisis for students and graduates, and becoming aware may encourage these individuals to seek alternative options to finance their college education, and as well as educating the issues of the debt accumulating in our nation that is affecting so many college students in the whole country, you know. I believe that individuals are seeking higher education in order to achieve great success in their career. They should be set up for success for their determination, for their ambition in achieving this higher education, rather than saddled with large amounts of debt and having financial hardship whenever they're beginning their career. Thank you for listening to my informative speech about the student loan crisis.